journey begin. Who win this year's championship? Come feel the heat of this dream. Witness the strength and confidence of those who face these challenges. Cause in the end, we all win. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League. Everybody say na 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 the ball has hit the bat, whoa, whoa. Fielders are running to catch it. Is a six or will it be a four? We scream, we roar, oh my god, the tension soar. The pressure, the skill on display is amazing, what can I say? Let the clocks run in millions, as if cricket is our religion. Let's go. If you wanna be the best, play with courage and confidence. Level up your game to be prominent. Don't forget it's your time to shine. Play tough but remember to be kind. Let's see who tops at the finish line. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Welcome back. Game number 2 of Super Sunday, the Insurance Cricket Premier League Season 11. This is the third game of the Super 8. Both the teams, Howden and Daman, will square off. Makhan from Howden and Munir from Daman are the respective captains. Umpire will hand over the coin. Makhan will flip the coin. And Daman captain Munir will call. Head is a call. And heads it is. Munir, you won the toss. What do you want to do?
We'll bowl first.
We'll bowl first. Dry surface, any reason for picking up the bowling option first?
No, we don't have such plan. As a team, we'll do the team playing. We'll do our best effort today on the field.
And what sort of a score do you want to keep them to?
We'll try to restrict them between 170, 160, 160, 170.
160, 170 is what you want to restrict them. We'll speak to Makan. Makan, happy to bat first?
Yeah, actually, we were a bit confused. We were not sure whether to choose the ball or bat. So we are okay, both the side. Like now, we are okay to bat as well.
Coming into this tournament, it's been a long tournament. It is a long tournament, and teams have to keep consistently performing, and the boys have to turn up. What has been the talk to the boys and to keep themselves motivated to keep going on through the second phase of this tournament?
So now, whatever effort we have put in to reach to the next stage, like Super 8 stage, now it is time to show. Like we have prepared well, and we want to show that we are ready for this Super 8 stage as well.
Anyway, thank you. That's the news from the center. Munir from winning the toss, and he elected to take bowl first. Thank you. Welcome to the Insurance Cricket Premier League Season 11. This is the third game of the Super 8, second game of the Super Sunday here on the 26th of January 2025. Daman Insurance versus Howden. Munir, the captain from Daman, won the toss and he invited Howden to take first strike. A batsman at the center, Arun. 7 matches, 424, strike rate of 230. His partner Makan Chaturvedi, the captain, was at the non-striker's end. 10 matches, 133, strike rate of 105. Arun Kalia, the batsman, and Mazhar, the bowler. First ball, full toss, plays it down towards long off for Muzammil, the bowler. Starts over the full toss. The man at long off comes into play. First runs on board. Muzammil, 9 matches, 8 wickets, 7.61. Anything below 8 now is considered good in T20 cricket. So, balls from just a few steps. We have the keeper quite behind, and we have a slip in place as well. Makan drives this towards point. The fielder there trying to stop it with his boot, but the ball racing away towards the point boundary stops there. By the time the fielder collects the ball and throws it, 2 more runs added. Score moves on to 3. 3 for the loss of no wicket. Second ball completed. This is a 20-20 over. Game, 6 overs of power play with only 2 fielders allowed outside the 30 yards. Drives this towards gully. The fielder doing well to stop that one. Falls on his back, but makes sure the ball is in his hands. No run there. Makan coming out with a positive intent. His feet are moving well. He's taking the ball on the full, and that's good signs. Three for the loss of no wicket. Fourth ball shot onto the pads and sends it towards a square leg boundary. Nobody patrolling that area. The first boundary of the game. First boundary for Makan. Score moves on to 7. And bowled well so far. The first 3 balls he kept it outside the off stump. This one he strayed onto the leg side and the ball being sent towards the square leg fence. Muthammil. Fifth ball, this time bowls it outside the off stump, compensates it by bowling wide and will be penalized for that. First extras of the innings. Score moves on to 8. Full toss, plays it towards covers. There's no run there. Last ball of the first over. Onto the pads. Will be going in for a leg bye, waiting for the umpire signal. Yes, it is leg buys. 9 runs coming out the first over, 9 for the loss of no wicket. Markan batting 6 of 4. 6 of 5 rather, and Arun batting 1 of 1. The first ball that he had faced. कोई भी यही पास Numan to start the second over. Right arm over the wicket. He is bowling to Markan, who's on 6 of 5. Numan starts. Starts off with a slightly slow run outside the off stump. Markan thinks that was a wide, but umpire doesn't think so. He's played 5 matches, 5 wickets to his name, 8.75. So, trying to keep the shine of the ball as much as they can, keeping it hard as much as they can. Man at fine leg, short fine leg being brought a bit more finer. Plays it over the bowler's head, and the fielder there making sure he fields the ball within the 30-yard circle, keeps it down to a single. Score moves on to 10. For the loss of no wicket. Short ball and sits up to be hit. The first 6 of the innings from the bat of Arun. Numan trying to bowl it into the pitch. The ball just sits up and Arun just transfers his weight and sends the ball high and handsome over the mid-wicket boundary. Applause from the dugout. Score moves on to 16. No, Numan into bowl to Arun. This time much fuller. Plays it towards the deep mid-wicket fence. There's a fielder out there. Single to the total. Score moves on to 17. Markan plays it towards wide mid-off for a single. 1 more run added. For the loss of no wicket. Last ball of the second over coming up. Arun on strike. This time drives it down. The man at mid-off doing the fielding. No run there. End of the over. 18 for the loss of no wicket. Arun batting 8 of 4 with 1 maximum, and Markan batting 8 of 8 with 1 boundary.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. because as an adjuster, that is our main goal to, restore families, after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and, help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities, I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Daman won by 3 wickets the last time they played. Round the wicket this time, Makan plays it in the air. The fielder at point misfields, allows the single to be completed easily. The last time these two played, Howden had made 179 for 3 and Daman Insurance had overhauled the score in 17.5 overs for the loss of 7 wickets. Calls wide, so one more run added. Score moves on to 20. Like the scorecard of the previous game, there were contributions from Jasim, Manoj, Adil, and then a cameo from Munir, the captain. They made this comfortably for 3-wicket victory last time, but it's a different day, different morning. This time Arun plays across the line, misses that one, goes towards the slip region, no run there. Makan going down to have a word with his partner, probably asking him to play according to the merit of the ball and not get too excited. It's a long way to go in the innings still. It's not. Another wide this time, way across the stumps, trying to bowl from round the wicket and slanted across, but slanted away too much. This time, in line of the stumps, plays it towards long off for a single. .22 for the loss of no wicket. I'm bowling to Makan now. Asking for a caught behind. The animated appeal, but the umpire unmoved. Probably heard a sound. Probably the bat hitting the ground is what excited the keeper. This time a bouncer well directed towards the batsman's helmet. That's good sign when a fast bowler is able to rattle up the batsman. Umpire just checking whether the batsman is okay. The umpire just conducting the concussion test out there, making sure that the batsman is okay. A couple of questions. Well directed bouncer this time. Hurrying the batsman, he was caught on the grill and completed the leg by good cricket altogether. Even the Daman Insurance lads just around making sure that Makan is okay. Muzammil to Arun. So he rattled Makan up with that bouncer. All's well. Game continues. Plays it in the air towards the mid-on area, and Muzammil takes it off his own bowling. So the first wicket. Casual shot from Arun. Wanted to just chip it over the mid-on area, but gets a leading edge. Goes up in the air. Have a look at this. Just wanted to chip it over. Played close the face of a bat, hits the splice of the bat, goes up, and Muzammil takes the catch of his own bowling. Arun makes his way back to the pavilion. He's cotton bowled of 9 of 7 deliveries with a maximum. Five extras in the innings so far. Sagar, the man at number 3. It's 11 matches, 207 runs for Sagar. शक्ल तब दिखाएंगे तब अच्छा माखन को दिखाया अभी नहीं हाँ ओवर हो गया ना End of over number 3. 23 for the loss of 1 wicket. Makan on strike. Noman, the bowler, bowls down leg side, will be called a wide. Score moves on to 24. .24 for 1. Of course, rocks back and plays this towards long off for a single. Score moves on to 25. Brings Sagar on to strike. Sagar, 11 matches, 207 runs, strike rate of 133. We're hoping Howden will be hoping that he plays a lengthier innings this time. And some runs. Again, a wide. Noman guilty of bowling this one down the leg side, trying to bowl it in line of the middle and leg stump, tuck the batsman up, not give enough room, but it has been penalized and for bowling down the leg side. So 2 wides in the over. Scores moves on to 26. Plays this handsomely towards the point region. The man at gully unable to cut it off, so he is off the mark with that boundary. 30 for no loss, 30 for 1 rather. Have a look at that shot, wide, and an handsome stroke going down on one knee towards the point boundary for 4 runs. The man at extra cover unable to cut it off, so score moves on to 30. Again, down the leg side will be called wide again. Score moves on to 31. plays it towards mid-off. By the time the fielder comes towards the mid-on area, there's a single being scored. Score moves on to 32. Last ball of the over coming up. Sorry, 3.3 completed. 3 more balls left in the over. It's about 2 wides, rather 3 wides. It lengthens his over. Markan drives this towards covers. They take off for a single and Sagar makes it home easily. 1 more run added. Score moves on to 33. For 1. Full toss, plays it towards long off, and the fielder unable to cut it off. He was quite a few paces inside, so the moment it went to his left, he had less time to cover up, and the ball races towards the boundary. And Sagar gets his second boundary. Have a look at that. By the time he reached, the ball had already touched the fence, so score moves on to 37 with that boundary. And last ball of the over coming up. Onto the pads, man at square leg giving the chase, ball racing towards the square leg boundary, stops it just inside with his boot. So 2 more runs added. We'll wait for the umpire if he wants to check it. Happy with that. End of the over, 39 for 1. At the end of 4 overs. $39 for 1 at the end of 4. Muzammil 12 for 1 in the 2 overs. Noman's been expensive as Markan plays this towards deep mid-wicket for a single. The man at short mid-wicket unable to cut that one off, so allows that single to go through. 40 for 1. Noman's 2 overs cost 25 runs. Sagar on strike. Wide down leg side, unable to control. There's winds that the bowlers have to take into account when they come into bowl. It's lucky he got a wicket from bowling around the wicket, but more better off if he's bowling from over the wicket and taking the ball away from the batsman, not trying to curl it in from outside leg stump. That will make sure he doesn't get an LBW, and here he bowls another wide and the keeper misses, so 2 more runs added and without a ball being counted, so score moves on to 43. Under edges this one into the keeper's hand after 1 bounce, so dot ball. Muzammil bowling to Markan. Turns around, plays it towards the square leg area. There's a fielder there for that. 1 more run. Score moves on to 44. Muzammil bowling to Sagar. Again down leg side. Umpire thinks this one was and either brushed the pad or it went over the stumps. So a dot ball. .44 for 1. Saga comes down the wicket, plays it towards the mid wicket area. The man at square leg comes around, fields the ball. Chance for an overthrow. The fielder backs well, so it's a single. Muzammil bowls it to Makan into the block hole, plays it towards mid off. Quick single taken. End of the over, 46 for 1 after 5. First change coming up. Mohammad Asif. Another right arm bowler around the wicket, and the first ball being sent to cow corner boundary. The 50 coming up in 5.1 overs. Makan making use of that leg side ball. Have a look at it. Up to him, and all he needed was to clear his front leg and send this into the vacant cow corner area for a boundary. .50 for 1. This time slanting it across, and the umpire thinks it's a legal ball, so dot ball. Markets 18 of 18 with 2 boundaries. On the wicket, ball number 3, straight down, and the fielder missing that one. The man at long on coming around and stopping that one, so 2 more runs added. Again, another wild swing. Makan thinking that's a wide, but the umpire thinks that's within the tram lines. So a dot ball, so score remains on 52. After 5.4, 2 more balls left in the power play. Plays it in the air. 1 bounce or a couple of bounces to the man at long on for a single. Score moves on to 53. Last ball, Sagar plays it over extra cover, 1 bounce into the fence she goes. 57 for the loss of 1 wicket at the end of 6 overs. Run rate of 9.5. Have a look at that. Enough width, and stands and delivers that one. Saga batting 16 of 7 with 3 boundaries. Makan Chaturvedi batting 21 of 22. The man out. Arun cotton bowled Muzammil for 9 of 7 with 1 maximum. Bowling figures: Muzammil 3 overs 19 runs, 1 wicket. Daman 2 overs 25 runs and 1 wicket. And Mohammad Asif gave away 11 runs of the 1 over that he's bowled. Welcome back. Over number 7 to start. Mohammed to start. Leg spin. Starts off with a wide. Will be called 1 run. 58. Okay, in this one, this time again is called a wide, so 2 consecutive balls that he's bowled a wide. This time managed to get bat on ball, sends it to point, no run there. Mohammad Akhlaq. It's going to be 2 wides and a dot ball. This time Markin goes down on 1, plays a slog sweep. There's a fielder there, keeps it down to a single. Brings Sagar on strike. Goes on the back foot, plays it towards covers. There's a fielder there. Single to him. Score moves on to 61. Dot ball, plays it back towards the bowler. Score remains on 61. Again tosses his one, goes onto the back foot, not the right idea. As soon as the ball pitches, it tends to jump up a bit, so by the time you're on the back foot, you're in no man's land whatsoever. Much better approach. Gets it towards the square leg area for a single. More better had he played it with a straighter bat down the ground. End of the over, 62 for 1. Saga batting 17 and Markan batting on 23. Clark giving 5 runs of the over that he bowled.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families, after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities, I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Majid, left arm spinner. And first ball gets a wicket. Markan going on the back foot, beaten and sees his stumps shattered. Have a look at that. Flatter. Not the kind of ball that you should go back to, and he pays the price. He's out for 23 of 28. He was bowled by Majid of the first ball he faced, 23 of 28. 2 boundaries to him. And Majid strikes first ball. माखन तो आउट हुआ है लिबरल नहीं लिबरल इतना जल्दी नहीं आता Ramandeep Sharma, the new man. 14 matches, 293 runs. The last time they played against Daman Insurance, Howden, Ramandeep had made a useful contribution. They'll be looking for that from him. Ramandeep on strike, Majid the bowler. Success for him the moment he came in for the first ball. 13 matches, 10 wickets, 7.61. This time onto the pads, asking for an LBW. Umpire not interested. Off the bat. 1 run to Ramandeep. He is off the mark with that single. Three for 2. Sagar on strike for the first time against Majid. Drives this handsomely towards long off for a single. Score moves on to 64. Ramandeep drives this towards covers this time. They finish 1 and they come back for second. Misfield there, easily allowing Sagar and Ramandeep to complete that single. A wild throw, that's backed up well. Keeps it down to 2. Slightly short, goes on the back foot, cuts this one. The fielder there trying to put his leg. This fielder at point is the one who does the backing and makes sure he keeps it down to a single. Score moves on to 67. Last ball of the over. Soft hands plays it towards backward of square for a single. 68 for 2 at the end of 8 overs. The men out, Arun and Makhan, both the openers are into the hut. Mohammad Clark to start. Saga goes on the back foot, plays it towards deep mid wicket. There's a fielder there for that. Single added to the total. Score moves on to 69. Ramandeep going on the back foot, cuts this one towards covers. There's the fielder there, cuts it just inside the boundary, but by then the batsmen have crossed over for a couple. 2 more runs added. Score moves on to 71. Tossed up delivery, goes on the back foot, transfers his weight and plays it towards long off for a single. Score moves on to 72. Back foot plays it softly towards short covers, a single being completed. Score moves on to 73. Kane gauging the length well, playing softly, making sure that they get a single of that, so keeps the scoreboard moving. 74 for 2, last ball of the 9th over coming up. Ramandeep batting 8 of 6. He hasn't got a boundary or 6, but he's made sure he's kept that strike rate in the 130s. As Sagar this time sweeps this one towards the square leg boundary, fielder unable to cut it off. So 78 for 2 at the end of 9 overs. Sagar moves on to 25 with that 4th boundary that he's got. Have a look at that. Swung across, ball turning into him, so he makes use of that length that was offered. So 78 for 2 at the end of 9. $78 for 2, 10th over to start. Majid plays this with full force towards the man at long off. There's a man there for that. Single added to the total. Score moves on to 79. Plays this with soft hands towards point. Complete a quick single again. Unable to stop the singles is what the Daman boys are unable to do. They need to make sure they stop these singles and put the pressure as this time drives this towards mid wicket for another single. 3 singles coming of the over so far. Brings Sagar on to strike. Shot goes on the back foot, plays it towards long off again. Score moves on to 82. Asking for an LBW, and Ramandeep was in trouble the moment it hit his pad. He started walking the moment he knew he had played that one, didn't wait for the umpire signal. So 2nd wicket for Majid, 3rd overall, right in front of the stumps. 81 for 3. With 1 more ball to go in the 10th over. Ramandeep out for 10 of 9. LBW ball Majid Janjua. No boundaries on 6. Brings Gabriel Gracious to the centre. Gabriel, 13 matches, 226 runs, 111.96 is his 111.88 is what his strike rate is. Solid middle order batsman. Needs to partner Sagar and make sure they put up a big score. Last ball of the over, Majid making sure the fielders are in the right place. Man at short third being called in to the slip. Places towards the mid-wicket area for a single. He's off the mark with that single. 83 for 3 at the end of 10 overs. As we have a look at the full scorecard so far, Arun and Makan were the ones who opened the innings. Arun was out, the first one to be out. He was caught and bowled by Muzammil for 9 of 7 with 1-6. Makan Chaturvedi was bowled by Majid. The first ball he faced of Majid, 23 of 28 with 2 boundaries. Sagar is there in between, 27 of 15 with 4 boundaries. Ramandeep, LBW Majid in the last over before Gabriel came in and scored that single to take the score to 83 at the end of 10 overs. 13 extras in the innings so far. Muzammil 3 overs, 19 runs, 1 wicket. Numan Waris 2 overs, 25 runs, no wicket. Mohammad Asif 1 over, 11 runs, no wicket. Mohammad Akhlaq 2 overs, 15 runs, no wicket. And Majid, the pick of the bowlers, 2 overs, 11 runs and 2 wickets. Mohammad Akhlaq comes into the attack again. 2 overs, 15 runs. Starts off with a wide. Unable to control that one. Trying to pitch the ball and take it away from the batsman. At the moment has not succeeded and gives this one much better. But Gabriel up to the task. He sweeps that one behind square for a single. Score moves on to 85. Sagar on to strike. On the back foot, plays it towards covers for a single. Moves on to 86. Gabriel sweeping this one in the air. The man behind square chasing the ball, making sure it keeps within the boundary. There's only 1 run there. Moves on to 87. Another run added. Score moves on to 88. Five runs coming of the 4 balls. So far. This time sweeps this one again. Is Gabriel. At the time the fielder feels that one. 2 more runs added. Score moves on to 80. 90 with that score. Again sweeps this one. This time there's a fielder plays for that. No run there. Good bit of captaincy from Daman players. Munir the captain. Four more runs. End of the over. 90 for 3.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all those families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families, after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
March to continue. 90 for 3 at the end of 11 overs. Playing it off the inner edge and they complete a quick single. Score moves on to 91. Saga moves on to 30. Look at the crowd that is there, the dugout. The moment slightly pensive, will be thinking about Saga's okay out there. Back again, Sagar is up and on his feet as Majid continues. Gabriel plays it back towards the bowler. $91 for 3. And one more run to the total. Score moves on to 92. 93 with that single. Sagar on strike. Plays this to its short third, no run there. Gabriel plays it towards square leg area for a single. Score moves on to 94 with that single. Again pushes this one towards point, no run there. .94 for 3 at the end of 12 overs. Saga batting 30 of 19, Gabriel batting 8 of 9. Mohammad Clark to start. Leg spin again, this time asking for a catch. And he's been given toe end of the bat on in the air, and the wicketkeeper running down towards short leg and taking a good catch. Have a look at that. In the air and a good judge catch. So end of Gabriel is out caught. Caught by Vivek of the bowling of Mohammad Clark. He's out for 8 of 10. No boundaries or sixes to his credit. Asif, the new man, 14 matches, 370 runs. Strike rate of 160.17. Asif Khan, the new man, coming to the center. Onto the back foot, asking for a caught behind Vivek, but not to be. Clark settling into much better line now after he's bowled that wicket. Another one, this one slightly kicks off the surface and not so good fielding by the fielder at covers. He made sure he stopped the ball from going to the boundary, but in the bargain could have injured himself as he stepped onto the ball. Two things that happen: one, you could injure yourself, and two, you might damage the ball with the spikes that you're wearing. So the umpire should be wary of that. As Asif again rocks back on the back foot, cuts this one. This time much better effort, but by the time he feels the second run was completed, so 2 more runs added. Score moves on to 98 with that double. 12.4 overs completed. A bit of a bounce. This time bowls is slightly short, but goes straight to the man at short fine. End of the over. 98 for the loss of 4 wickets of 13 overs. Majid to continue his last over is 3 overs, 15 runs, 2 wickets. He plays it towards covers. There's no fielder there. There's no run there, rather. Fielder there, alert and making sure they don't get that single. Interesting to see how Sagar approaches. One more over, he's got to see and then probably attack. He comes down the track, plays it straight to the man. It covers. And a single completed, a risky one, but they managed to complete that single. So score moves on to 99. Brings Asif Khan on strike. Slightly quicker and goes onto the back foot. Dangerous to be doing that to a bowler of Majid. You better off playing in front of the wicket. The moment you play back, if that's the one that's the arm ball, if that's the faster one, but the time you are on the back foot and play, you could actually see your timber being disturbed. At this time goes onto the back foot, plays it towards covers, completes another single. The 100 coming up, 100 for 4 in 13.4 overs. Couple of balls left in Majid's spell for the day. He'll ideally want to get another one before he goes. Completes as he bowls a short one. The ball going towards the mid-wicket boundary. The batsman come back for 2. 102 for 4. Slightly short and Sagar makes good use of that. Last ball of the over coming up. Wide, we'll have to re-bowl that one. Score moves on to 103. Drives this one towards covers. No run there. End of the over. End of Majid's spell. 4 overs, 20 runs, 2 wickets. At the end of 14 overs, 103 for 4. Sagar batting 33 of 23 with 4 boundaries. And Asif Khan batting 5 of 7. I claim over number 15 to start. 103 for 4. A clock to continue. Sorry, that's Shambhu who's coming to bowl now. Right arm leg break. Full toss. Sure will be called a no ball. And that goes towards the mid-wicket boundary for a single. Wait for the umpire signal. It's called a no ball, so free hit coming up. And Sagar plays this high in the air. And one drop towards the man at long on, but by the time the fielder feels that two more runs added, so 4 runs of the first ball of this over. They need some big overs, and this could probably be one of them. 107 for 4 now. Comes down the track, wants to play down the ground to long on, but no run. Hundred and 7 for 4. On the back foot, plays it towards long off. The fielder there does well to go to his left and collect the ball. So one more run added. Score moves on to 108. On the back foot again, plays it towards the man at long on. The fielder there keeps it down to a single only. Score moves on to 109. Sagar comes down the track, missed cotton ball. Too quick for him. By the time he could hold on to it, the ball burst through his hands. Score moves on to 110. So we'll look at the replay. Tossing this one up, comes down the track. By the time he realized the ball had kissed his palm and creased out, so 110 for 4. This time over the bowler's head, one bounce into the fence, he goes. So Asif finally deciding to take the initiative now. The score moves on to 114. Have a look at that. The moment he tossed up, he comes down. Couple of bounces and this ball makes it way to the boundary.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families, after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Come on, Varis, the first ball. Dot ball to Sagar. This time goes down the ground plays it towards long off. Fielder there quite quick, keeps it down to a single. This time Asif plays it in the air and straight over the bowler's head for a maximum. So score moves on to 121. He moves on to 17 of 12 balls. 17 of 11 balls. 1 6 and 1 4. Have a look at that. Into the slot. Clears his front leg and over the side screen for a maximum. Daman has his hands on his head. Realizes that he had done error by bowling into the slot. The next one he holds, pulls the length back, so just gives away a single. Moves on to 122. Bowling to Sagar, who drives this towards the long off boundary. There's a fielder there who keeps it down to a single. 123 for 4. Last ball of the over. Asif plays this towards the mid-wicket area. One bounce towards the cow corner area rather. And a single. To end the over. Expensive over comes to an end. Projected score will be 156 at the rate that they're going. Last 4 overs coming up. Beautiful catch. The first ball of the 17th over. Asif trying to repeat the stroke he had done the last over, but this time holds out to the man at long on, who runs to his right and takes a beautiful catch. He's out for 19 of 14 balls. In the slot, but he couldn't connect it well, and a well judged catch. Come by Musamil off the bowling of Shambhu for 19 of 14, 1 boundary, 1 maximum. And they've lost their 5th wicket at the score of 124. New man Bhushan, 13 games, 45 runs, strike rate of 70. He's got a few balls that he can partner Sagar along, who's batting at 39 of 30. Bhushan Navalkar. Bhushan plays it towards, covers the midfielder, misfields, allows that single to be completed easily. Down the ground. Saga plays it for a single. Shambhu's given away 13 runs with the 1.4 overs. He's bowled and collected 1 wicket. He got the man Asif out the first ball of this over as Bhushan plays this in the air towards extra cover. They complete a single. Go moves on to 127. Last ball of the 17th over. Saga plays it in the air towards wide of long off. A single completed. 128 for 5 at the end of 17 overs. And Shambhu's second over. 2 overs, he's given up 15 runs and taken 1 wicket. हो गया आ गया ना पॉइंट कितना था 127 ना 128 ना कोई नहीं अपडेट नहीं हो रहा. Over number 18, Saga plays it in the air towards covers. Fielder there, 1 completed, the misfield and allows them to come for the second. A chance of a run out went missing. So 2 more runs, score moves on to 130. Mohammad Asif comes back. He had given away 11 runs in the first over he bowled. Saga this time plays across the line. The ball remains low and his middle stump is rattled. So the 6th wicket down at the score of 130. Have a look at that. Plays across the line. Ball keeping slightly low. And his middle stump is uprooted. Sagar out for 43 of 34. 4 boundaries to the fence. Lendl, the new man. His career 13 matches, 28 runs, beaten on the first ball. Strike rate of 68.29. Wrapped on the pads. And the umpire gives him out. So 2 wickets in a space of 3 balls. Lendl came and Lendl went. 130 for 7. Have a look at this. Right up to the batsman, playing all around it, right in front of the stumps, and no hesitation for the umpire to give him out LBW. $130 for 7. Sergeant, the new man, he's played 12 matches, just 3 runs, hardly gets a chance to bat, but tonight must be a different case. He's got a very Bhushan. Plays it towards the bowler again, no run there. One more ball to go, 130 for 7. Last ball of the 18th over. Plays this towards long on for a single. He is off the mark with that single. 131 for 7. $131 for 7. Shambhu to continue. Rather, Sergeant Thomas gets a single of the first ball. Down the leg side will be called a wide. Late call by the umpire. Waited to see whether the batsman had touched it, but not to be. So one more welcome run to Howden. Score moves on to 133. Inner half of the bat. Wait for the umpire's signal. One more run added. Was a leg by. Another one is going. The umpire saying that it probably misses the stump. So not to be given out. So score remains on 134. 3 balls up in the over. Shot this time. Plays it towards covers. Chance of a run out. Batsman inside his crease by the time the stumps were broken. Plays it in the air. And the keeper misses that one. They complete one. They come back for the second. So 2 more runs added. 136 for 7. Last ball of the 19th over. Short ball, asking for a stumping. He gone upstairs. Loading that replay. In the air. Can't close. See the line. Can't give. No control. वापस कर. दूसरा angle है. You have a different angle to it. Drags his feet back, but with the umpire right in front of the camera, he can't give that decision. We'll have to signal. Wait if there's another angle that we can get. Power नीचे रखा है, but inconclusive. You can't give that. Not out is the call. Not out is the call. Again, the angle not conclusive to be given out, so it goes in favor of the batsman. .136 for 7. The last over coming up. Bhushan batting 2 of 4. Sarjan batting 4 of 7. Asif comes into the attack. First ball played towards covers. Come back for 2. Completes it very easily. 2 more runs added. 138 for 7. Asif bowling to Bhushan, plays it in the air, and a good attempt by the fielder at short third, but the ball makes its way towards the boundary, so crossing the 140 mark, they make it to 142. Bhushan gets a boundary, not a convincing one, but they will take that right now. Every run goes into the scorebook, irrespective of how you get that. So 142 for 7. Slight hold in play. The keeper not ready. He is ready now. Vivek. This time up to the man at short fine, and Bhushan is out. Wanted to ramp that one straight to the man at short fine leg, and he loses his wicket. He is out for 8 of 7 with 1 boundary. Let's have a look at the replay. Trying to be cute, plays it straight to the man at short fine, and the fielder doing the catching, simplest of catches, right into his hands. Caught by Adil off the bowling of Mohammad Asif. Out for 8 of 7. Manoj, the new man, he's played 3 innings, has 8 runs to his credit. Playing the drives this one towards short covers, a run out being missed, and in the bargain giving an extra run, but not to be. The batsman is short of his ground, and he's been adjusted, run out. 1 run to his credit. So Manoj comes, scores a single and a suicidal second run, results him losing his wicket. 143 for 9. Manoj out for 1, run out. .143 for 9. Last 2 balls of the innings left. man at the center is Rezin. 11 matches. He hasn't got a chance to score a run. Opportunity now. These tournaments and matches present opportunities, and you've got to make use of it. Plays it with soft hands, plays it towards extra covers. He takes a single, so he's off the mark. His first runs. Score moves on to 144. And the last ball of the innings coming up. Sergeant Thomas to take strike. He's batting 4 of 7. Once plays it towards the mid-wicket boundary. Fielder giving the chase a complete one and the second. Will try to go for the third. Rezin decides against it. So 2 more runs and the total ends at 146 for 9 at the end of 20 overs. A scorecard on your as we show you the scorecard. Howden Insurance. Arun Kalia, cotton bowled Muzammil 9 of 7 with 1-6. Makhan Chaturvedi, captain, bowled by Majid 23 of 28 with 2 boundaries. Sagar 43 of 34, bowled by Mohammad. Ramandeep Sharma, LBW Majid for 10 of 9 balls. Gabriel Gracious stumped by Vivek off the bowling of Mohammad Akhil. 8 of 10 balls with no boundaries or sixes. Asif Khan caught Muzammil, bowled Shambhu 19 of 14 balls with 1 6 and a 4. Bhushan caught Adil, bowled Mohammad 8 of 7 with 1 boundary. Lendl out LBW for no score of 2 balls. Sergeant Thomas not out 6 of 8. Manoj run out for 1 ball, the 1 run that he scored. Rezin Abdullah not out 1 of 1. 18 extras in the innings, 3 leg byes, 14 wides and a no ball. As we have a look at the bowling card. Daman Insurance bowling. Muzammil opened the attack 3 overs, 19 runs, 1 wicket. Numan Waris 3 overs, 35 runs, no wicket. Mohammad Asif 3 overs, 24 runs, 3 wickets. Mohammad Akhlaq 4 overs, 26 runs, 1 wicket. Majid, the pick of the bowlers, 4 overs, 20 runs, 2 wickets. And Shambhu 3 overs, 19 runs and 1 wicket. So Daman Insurance need 147 to win in their allotted 20 overs. We'll have the chase coming up in a few moments. Stay tuned.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all those families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families, after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Asif to bowl. Muzammil plays it over the bowler's head. Ball going towards mid-off. Gabriel, the fielder. Gabriel, sorry, keeping stumps. So 1 run. And off the mark, it's Mohammad Asif to Mohammad Asif. Sagar, the bowler, sorry. नहीं वो तभी मोहम्मद आसिफ ही बता रहा था इधर. अच्छा मोहम्मद आसिफ वो है. अपडेट नहीं हुई है क्या? Sagar it is who's opening the bowling. The first ball was single, second ball dot. This time full toss, plays it towards the square leg area. The fielder there doing well, keeping it down to 2. So 3 for the loss of no wicket. आज तो बेटर लग रही है बिरयानी. वेज बिरयानी मंगाई या चिकन? हाँ beef तो खाते हैं. 3 for the loss of no wicket. Asif drills this down across the bowler, straight down the ground for the first boundary of the innings. Score moves on to 7. And straight away you can see a few shoulders dropping. They can't do that. They need to trust themselves. The last time bowled it in the slot for the batsman. Drives it down again. There's a fielder there this time. Keeps it down to a single. Score moves on to 8. Asif moves on to 7 of 3. Muzammil batting 1 of 1. Short ball, plays it towards mid-off. The fielder, by the time he came in, a single being taken. Score moves on to 9. Nine for the loss of no wicket. End of the first over. Ramandeep Sharma to bowl the second over, partnering the new ball with Sagar. Bowling to Muzammil. He's on 2 of 2. Plays it in the air, wide of the fielder at mid-on. Ball racing towards the boundary. By the time it reaches there, the batsman can complete 2 more runs. Muzammil not happy with himself. He probably wanted to get better connection to that one so that the ball could reach the boundary, but not to be. Score moves on to 11. Plays it outer of the bat and it runs away towards the third man boundary. Wanted to play towards covers, gets the edge, beats the short third man, and have a look at that. Wanted to play towards covers, outer half of the bat. By the time the short third man could field, the ball had already crossed and reached the boundary. Score moves on to 15. Ramandeep, this time in the slot, plays it high in the air and crosses the long on boundary for a maximum. So 12 runs coming of the first 3 balls of this over, and the score moves on to 21. This time he bowls it slightly more up and in the slot, and Muzammil gets the height as well as the distance, and the ball goes over the long on boundary for a maximum. 21 for no loss in pursuit of 147. This time short ball, plays it over, square leg, 1 bounce into the fence she goes. Calls for 1 bouncer of the over. Ramandeep this time trying to outfox the batsman bowler, sits up to be hit, and top edge goes 1 bounce over the square leg boundary. Score moves on to 25. 16 runs coming already of the first 4 balls. Couple of boundaries, a 6 and a double. This time better ball, Tree keeps it away from the batsman. Muzammil is already trying to hit top gear, so he's trying to get everything to the meat of the bat, and that goes towards the boundary. Last ball of the second over, 25 for no loss. This time drills it towards the cover boundary. The fielder unable to stop that one. So 4 more runs, 29 for no loss at the end of 2. Ramandeep's over comes to a close, 20 runs coming off it. Muzammil batting 22 of 8 balls, 3 boundaries and a 6. Mohammad Asif with 7 of 4 balls with 1 boundary. Have a look at the man it covers, giving the chase, cannot stop that one, and the ball just races towards the extra cover boundary.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families, after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities, I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
First change right at the 3rd over of the innings. Arun comes into bowl, replacing Sagar. Sagar had given away 9 runs in his first over. Replaced by Arun. Cuts this one towards the cover boundary for a 4. So the result still the same. The reason he was brought in was to stop the flow of runs, and he leaks the boundary of the first ball, trying to bowl it quicker and short, but Asif rocks back and sends this towards the cover boundary. There's no protection. There's only two fielders allowed the 30-yard circle. You're in the power play, so you need to make sure you have the right fielders. This time slowing this one up. Asif going onto the back foot, but making sure he defends the ball right in front of him. Third ball. This time again quicker delivery. Well kept by Gabriel. Into the sticks. Gabriel having a word with Arun, probably telling him to settle down and bowl a better line. It doesn't have to be any kind of a... This is a slower ball. He goes, crouches down and plays it towards mid-wicket for a single. He comes in with a decent pace in his stride, but then he has the one where he slows it quite considerably. This time Mohammad Asif Muzammil playing it back to the bowler. One more, no run there. 34 for no loss. Last ball of the over coming up. This time slightly quicker. Well kept by Gabriel. End of the over. 5 runs coming off it. So after conceding a boundary of the first ball, good comeback. He's just given him a single of the next 5 balls. 34 for the loss of no wicket. Ramandeep has given a break and Sagar comes back. We're in the 4th over. Chasing 147. They need another 113 of the remaining 102 balls. Good ball. Asif not anyway closer to the ball, and Gabriel now decides to come up to the stumps. He wanted to come up, but Sagar requesting him to go back. I think a good decision by Gabriel. If he wanted to come up to the stumps, then he gets an additional opportunity of a stumping if Asif moves out of his crease. But Sagar is content, and this time plays it towards mid-wicket. There's a fielder there who runs from square leg towards the ball and keeps it down to a single. Asif is trying to force the issue out here. Doesn't need to. Muzammil has already inflicted a bit of damage. They need to make sure they keep continuing that one and not lose many wickets. The runs are going to come as long as you're there at the wicket. And this time Muzammil plays it in the air, and the man at long on misses that catch, and we'll wait for the umpire signal for us. Is there a boundary check? We'll have to watch. Plays it in the air. The man at long on did well. He leapt up and the ball, I guess, touched the skirting. We'll wait if the umpire wants to go in for a boundary check. And it's been called a 4. Thumbs up for the fielder who confirms that yes, the ball had touched the skirting. So lucky reprieve for Muzammil, and the score moves on to 39. This time to the right of the man at long on. Fielder does the misfields, allow the second run to be completed easily. Howden will have to do better than that. They've already dropped a catch, and now a misfield allows that extra run. They're not defending too many. They're only defending 147, and Daman Insurance has already reached 41. They're in the fourth over, 3.4 overs completed. Required run rate is just 6.49. As this time comes in line of the ball and plays this towards the vacant fine leg area. There's nobody patrolling there. So 4 more runs. Score moves on to 45. And Muzammil now moves on to 32 of 13 with 5 boundaries and 1 maximum. Have a look at it. A simple shuffle, trying to get outfox the batsman, but ends up bowling a full toss, and all Muzammil had to get was a little bit of bat, and the vacant fine leg area has been peppered with that boundary. 1 more ball to go, 45 for no loss. Needing another 102 more runs of 97 balls. Slower ball this time, wanting to send it downtown. Sends it downtown, but only for a single. So 46 for no loss at the end of 4 overs. Sagar's 2 overs have cost him 21 runs. Given away 9 runs of the first over and gives another 12 in a second. Arun to continue, over number 5. Slow one, and Asif is trying to belt everything. A misfield there allows the second run to be completed. Score moves on to 48. Sorry, that was Muzammil who took that stroke. Score moves on to 48, and he moves on to 35. This time shortens the length and quickens that one up. Muzammil plays it back, 1 bounce back to the bowler. Score remains on 48. This time drives it through the extra cover region for another boundary. The 50 coming up, 52 for no loss in 4.3 overs. And he moves on to 39 or 17 with that 6th boundary of his. The moment Arun has tried to bowl quick, he has given him the length that he's looking for. Now they need another 95 of 93 balls. Required run rate of 6.13. DL pass score at this juncture should have been 25. It's now 52. That what they have. This time plays it towards the wide of long on. The fielder there keeps it down to a single. Score moves on to 53. Slower one, and Asif beaten into the keeper's gloves. No run there. Dot ball. Last ball of the 5th over coming up. This is the power play. Quicker one. Now beats the man at gully and third man, and another boundary to end the over. Score moves on to 57 for no loss at the end of 5. Now needing 90. Have a look at that. The moment he bowls it quick, and off the splice of the bat, beats the man at gully and third man, and Short third man, and the ball racing away towards the boundary. 57 for no loss in 5. And Asif now reaches 17 of 12 with the third boundary. And Muzammil batting 40 of 18 with 6 boundaries and a maximum. Arun's 2 overs have cost him 16 runs. Asif to Muzammil, over number 6, the last over of power play. Right arm off spin, starts off with a wide, well kept by Gabriel, moves down to his left. I've rarely seen wicket keepers who are quite agile. He's done well. Everything that's come to him, he's collected that. He's not let one go off his glove. Another one down leg side will be called a wide. Eye on the ball, making sure he moves correctly. Gabriel having a word with his bowler, probably asking him to start off from outside the off stump, bring the ball back in, hoping that the batsman will make a mistake, probably playing down the wrong line. Have a look, keeps it down. The moment it comes up with the ball, chance of a run out, well kept again. Not a good throw, but making sure that the ball doesn't go far away from him. There's a single. 60 for no loss. Brings Asif on to strike. It's Asif to Asif. Down the track. Doesn't connect well, but goes to the man at mid wicket for a single. Score moves on to 61. Asif to Muzammil, plays it slow towards the man at gully. There shouldn't have been a run there, but collects one, so one more run to the total. Score moves on to 62. Asif plays it towards short square, no run there. Asif this time coming down the ground, and one bounce into the fence. .66 for no loss. Comes down the ground, goes down on one knee, and sends this over the man. The bowler's head rather towards the fence. 66 for no loss. Last ball. This time slows it well and into the keeper's gloves. 66 for no loss at the end of 6 overs. And the power play 2 signaled by the umpire. Fielding restrictions being relaxed now. As we have a look at the scorecard. Daman Insurance, Muzammil batting 42 of 20 with 6 boundaries and 1 6. And Mohammad Asif batting 22 of 16 with 4 boundaries. We'll have a look at the bowling card in the power play. 4 bowlers used so far. Sagar 2 overs 21 runs, no wicket. Ramandeep Singh 1 over 20 runs. Arun Kalia 2 overs 16 runs, no wicket. And Asif Khan 2 overs 9 runs, no wicket. As the power play comes to a close. Arun continues. We need another 81 of the remaining 84 balls. Pulling to Muzammil. Asking for that one, and it's straight plumb. The batsman knew the moment he missed that one. Looping delivery dropped onto him, and his head was falling over when he tried that stroke. That was his undoing. Have a look at that replay. Slowed it down, and he played. Look at his head going down, and he knew the moment he had missed that one, he was going to be out. He's out for 42 of 21, 6 boundaries and a maximum. New man, the wicketkeeper Vivek Singh. 11 matches, 271 runs, strike rate of 148.9. Vivek Singh plays it towards the cover boundary. The fielder there, fielding with his boot, making sure it stays within the boundary line. And 2 more runs added, 68 for 1. We'll come back after that technical glitch that we had. 70 for 1. Arun is into his 3rd over. He's given away 20 runs so far. 5th ball of the over coming up. Again loops this one. He goes on to the back foot, Mohammad Asif, and plays this towards. Covers a single there. 71 for 1. Let's have a look at what happened in this over. The first ball he got a wicket. Bowled. Vivek came in, scored a couple of runs and a wide, and then took a single. Arun was beaten the next ball, and then Asif played a single towards covers, and the final ball Vivek drives this through towards extra covers. 75 for 1 at the end of 7 overs. Needing another 72 of the remaining 13 overs. Have a look at that kept still. The moment saw that one, goes down on one knee, drives it through covers, and the ball racing away towards the extra cover boundary for 4 more.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Asif to continue. He's bowling to Asif, who plays it towards the mid-wicket area and hitting it full onto the skirting. The umpire waiting for a confirmation. Asif, moment he saw it tossed up, comes down the track and sends it straight in the air towards the mid-wicket boundary and straight onto the skirting. That's his maximum. Score moves on to 81. This time slightly slower one, but the ball probably going down leg side, so the umpire not interested. Again down the track, meeting it the ball on as soon as it pitches, 1 run added. Score moves on to 82. Going down leg side, beating the batsman as well as Gabriel. The ball stopping just inside the boundary, so they get 2 more runs. We'll wait for the umpire signal. Gets 2 leg byes there. 2 off the bat rather. .84 this time. Another misfield and the ball making its way towards the third man boundary. It's getting easier and easier by the passing of every ball, and you can see a happy Daman Insurance dugout. Have a look at that. Cuts that one. The man had shot at Minot Gully. Misfields. Ball bursting through his hands, and it races away towards the third man boundary. 88 for 1. Plays it in the air towards mid wicket. There's a fielder there. By the time he fields, another single being added. End of 8 overs, 89 for the loss of 1 wicket. Vivek Singh batting 14 of 6 and Mohammad Asif batting 30 of 21. Manoj to start the 9th over, coming from round the wicket. He is bowling to Vivek. Batting on 14. Goes onto the back foot, plays it towards the long on area. A single completed. Score moves on to 90. One more run towards the man at mid wicket. One score moves on to 91. One more run towards the long on. So Manoj bowling the middle and leg stump line. So batsman happy to play him around. Will wait for the one that must be fuller for them to make much use of it. As he comes down the track and sends us towards the mid wicket boundary. The fielder doing well, keeps it down to a single. But the batsman assumed that this could be going to the boundary, but the fielder thinks otherwise, keeps it down to a single. Wanting to play down to third man, dot ball. This one down leg side, and he's bowled round his legs. So Vivek trying to be cheeky out there, exposes his stumps, and the ball sneaks through and hits the leg stump. Have a look at that. Walks in line, but with his leg bent, he ensured that the ball hits the stumps and he's out. 16 of the 10 balls he faced with 2 boundaries. Vivek bowled Manoj 16 of 10 balls with 2 boundaries. Adil, the new man, 12 matches, 131 runs, strike rate of 80. Nine overs completed, 93 for 2. Asif Khan comes into the attack again. Bowling to Mohammad Asif. Wanted to jump down the track, but then decided to come back without making an attempt to play the ball. Score remains on 93. 54 more runs of 10.5 overs. Again, onto the back foot, makes no contact into the keeper's gloves. Adil Yasin wanting to have a word with Asif. Cuts this one towards the cover boundary. There's a fielder there. A single to the total. Brings Adil Yasin on strike for the first time. He's coming at the fall of Vivek Singh's wicket. Was bowled round his legs. Plays it back towards the bowler. No run there. Slow delivery. Plays it in the air. Over the man at short covers. A single completed. Very good bowling. Bhushan, the fielder there, who couldn't hold on to that. One more ball in the over. Much better over. Only 2 runs coming off it. Needing another 52 more runs of 61 balls. This time Asif plays it over the man at mid-wicket. And another maximum. So the over, which should have ended with around 2 or 3 runs, ends up with 8. And the 100 comes up, 101 for 2 at the end of 10 overs. Have a look at that. Tossed up, and he senses over the mid-wicket fence for a maximum. He moves on to 39 of 27 with 4 boundaries and 2 maximums. 10 overs complete, 101 for 2. First ball bowled after the break, and a dot ball. Manoj to continue. This time cuts this one towards point. Complete a single, a risky one, but still in the end get that single. Brings Asif on strike, who's on 39 of 27. Just to see how he this time goes on the back foot, plays this towards long off for a single. So moves on to 103. Plays this towards the cover region. There's a protection there for a single. And another have a look at that. Straight down the ground. Fielder unable to cut that one off. So 4 more runs, 108 for 2. Sends this one towards mid-wicket for another single. Moves on to 109. 109 for 2 at the end of 11. Asif batting 45 of 30 with 5 boundaries and 2 sixes. 38 more required in the remaining 9 overs. Arun to start the last over and starts off with the dot ball. Okay, export. Then upar export. Asif now rocks back and plays it towards the mid-wicket region, and the fielder drops this one after a few juggles. So pretty ordinary day in the field for Howden. Did well to reach there, but unable to hold on to it. Have a look at that. Asif plays it in the air. The man at square leg trying to 6-7 attempts, and in the end drops that one. And the score moves on to 110. This time rocks back, plays it towards the cover boundary for a single. 111 for 2 after 11.4. One more dot ball. Last ball of his spell. Score 112 for 2, 11.5. Needing another 36 runs of the remaining 49 balls. This time straight to the man at covers and a drop. So one more drop and a single to the batsman. 112 for 2 at the end of 12 overs. 35 more remaining in it. Have a look at that. In the air. And gets his hand to it, Bhushan, but unable to hold on to it.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all those families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Manoj to continue. This time asking for a leg before, trying to cramp the batsman up, but around the wicket you're never going to get that. Score remains on 112. Asif comes down the ground, plays it towards the long on boundary. The fielder there doing well, keeps it down to a single. Score moves on to 113. And he moves on to 48 with that stroke. He's 48 of 36. Adil plays it towards the left of the fielder at long off. Complete the second. Asif completing the second easily, so 2 more runs added. Score moves on to 115. wide down leg side. Score moves on to 116. Four extras in the inning so far. Adil plays it into the air towards the wide of long on. There's a man there at cow corner waiting for that one. So another single. Score moves on to 117. Asif gets an outer edge. The ball going to a short third. Fielder does well. Keeps it down to a single. 118 for 2. Last ball of the 13th over coming up. This time playing it into the air. And finally a catch being taken. Adil the man out, Adil Yasin. He's caught by Sagar of the bowling of Manoj. He's out for 7 of 10 with no boundaries or sixes. Is that the opening that Howden is looking for? They still need to believe that they can take this game as deep as possible. Start of new. Asif this time plays it over the man at long on for a 6 and completes his 50. He's now batting 55 of 38. The new man Awais Mushtaq joining him. He'll be at the non-strikers end. Markhan the captain coming in, and the first ball carted away for a 6. 5 boundaries, 3 maximums. Strike rate of 144. He'll want to complete this as early as possible and inflict. This time drives this towards long off. The fielder there keeps it down to a single. Needing another 22 more runs to win this contest. Awais Mushtaq taking strike for the first time. Onto the pads, probably impact outside the line of the stumps, so consider not out. There's no point playing him around play him straight. This time goes around to his off stump, plays it towards the man at mid wicket for a single. Brings the target down to another 21 more runs. Score moves on to 126. trying to cut this one straight into the keeper's gloves. No run. Last ball of the over. Plays this towards the extra cover boundary for 4 more. So ends the over with a boundary. 12 runs coming off it. He moves on to 60. And they need another 17 more of the remaining 6 overs. Have a look at it. Shuffles across. Stands and delivers over the man at covers. And the ball racing away to the extra cover boundary. 60 of 41 with 6 boundaries and 3 sixes. Manoj to start his last over of the day. Adil plays and misses. Wait for the umpire signal, a run being scored, so that will be counted. It's been given as a bye. 1 run rather, so he scored 2 of 3. Brings Asif onto strike. Goes on the back foot, plays it soft hands towards the man at covers. No run there. A run being scored. 132 for 3. 15 more required. This time Awais decides to go in the air and over the mid-wicket fence for a maximum. Just make sure he gets under the ball and enough height and distance and crosses the mid-wicket boundary. 138, 9 more runs needed. This time again in the air and straight to the man at long on. Sagar taking his second catch and Manoj getting his third wicket. Awais Mushtaq trying the same again, but this time holding to the man at long on. He's out for 8 of 5 with 1-6 to his credit. Have a look at that. Slowing this one up. Gets under the ball, but not the distance this time. The height, and Sagar is just safe as a house. He's out 8 of 5 with no boundaries and a 6 to his name. New man Abdul, and the first ball going away towards the fence. The fielder unable to stop that one, and 4 more runs added. Gets an edge of the first ball, and the ball racing away towards the boundary for Abdul. Qayyum, have a look at that. Cuts that one, the ball racing towards the boundary. Fielder doing well to reach there, and this time he plays it in the air. And catch number 3 for Sagar. who's having a decent catching practice session there. So Abdul Qayyum has come, scores a boundary of the first ball, and then holds out to the next ball and hands over the fourth wicket to Manoj, who finishes his 4 overs for 30 runs and 4 wickets, but probably in a losing cause, as Abdul Qayyum is out for 4 of 2 balls. They need another 5 more runs of the remaining 5 overs. Mohammad Asif not out 61, brings the left-hander on to the center. Manoj coming to the center. Manoj, 13 matches, 234 runs, strike rate of 100. All they need is a hit or two to finish this game. Mohammad Asif on strike. Asif to continue. Asif Khan to Mohammad Asif. In the air, no run there. The ball going towards the gully region, falling short of the fielder at gully. This time will be called a wide. Wanting to finish it off quickly. Trying to do things which are not required. The last thing is you need to go to be out before you complete the target. This time goes onto the back foot, plays it towards mid wicket. There's a fielder there, a single being taken. Brings the left-hander Manoj on strike. Now just 3 runs away from victory. Score on 144 for 5. Needing 147 to win. The left-hander coming to strike. Manoj playing it back to the bowler. Dot ball there. 27 more balls remaining in this contest. Manoj plays it in the air towards the cover region. There's a man at extra cover, so single there. He gets off the mark with that single. He's 1 of 2, and now Asif on strike. Comes down the track, plays it towards long off for a single. So scores are level. 146, needing 1 more run to win. Sweeps this one, the ball going towards the square leg boundary. A boundary signal, so 150 coming up. A comprehensive 5-wicket victory with 26 balls to spare for Daman Insurance against Howden Insurance Brokers. As we have a look at the full scorecard, Muzammil and Mohammad Asif open the innings. Muzammil LBW Arun for 42 of 21, 6 boundaries, 1 maximum. Mohammad Asif not out 63 of 45, 6 boundaries, 3 maximums. Vivek Singh 16 of 10. He was bowled by Manoj with 2 boundaries. Adil Yassin caught by Sagar, bowled Manoj 7 of 10. Awais Mushtaq caught by Sagar off the bowling of Manoj for 8 for 5 and 1 6. Abdul Qayyum out caught Sagar, bowled Manoj 4 runs. 2 balls with 1 boundary, and Manoj Nandraja not out 5 of 3 with 1 boundary. 5 extras in the innings. If you have a bowling, look at the bowling card. Sagar opened the bowling. He gave away 21 runs of the 2 overs he bowled. Ramandeep Sharma, 1 over expansive, gave away 20 runs and never to come back into the attack. Arun Kalia, 4 overs, 28 runs, 1 wicket. Asif Khan, 4 overs, 39 runs, no wicket. Manoj, 4 overs, the pick of the bowlers, 30 runs, and he got 4 wickets with the help of 3 catches by Sagar and Makhan Chaturvedi, the captain, bowling the 1 over and giving away 12 runs. So a 5-wicket victory for Daman Insurance in their opening encounter of the Super 8 of the Insurance Cricket Premier League Season 11. As we go into the presentations, followed by the last game of the day between Sukoon and Orient. All right, welcome to the post-match presentation of the game between Howden and Daman Insurance. Daman Insurance winning by 5 wickets. This was the Super 8 game. Our man of the match is Mohammad Asif for his 61. Mohammad Asif, please come forward. And he'll collect the trophy from our umpire, match official. Asif, easy conditions. You went in, you decided to play a few balls, and then once you got the measure of the wicket, you wanted to hit everything outside the park.
Actually, our captain told us to do the same, and we continue to do the same. We are beginning. We look the ball how it is goes, and later on we start hitting.
Is that the formula you've been seeing, following a lot of T20 cricket in India? Is that the way that you all are going to show that type of cricket in the future as well?
Yes, obviously.
Anyway, thank you for that and all the best for the future of the tournament. As we speak to Makhan from Howden. Makhan, 146, you consider not good enough to defend on such type of wickets?
Yeah, it was. We were at least 20-25 below what we have planned. We thought of we will easily go and make it 170, but we lost a couple of early wickets, and then we could not control the game, and it went in that way.
Catching a area that probably you all will be talking again and again to the boys when you come into the next games.
Yeah, we have to improve quickly. Otherwise, only now two more matches left, and if we can't improve that area, and then it will be difficult for us to finish the matches.
Anyway, thank you and all the best for the rest of the tournament. As we speak to Munir, will come forward. Munir, happy as a captain, didn't have much to do. The boys up front had set the tone in the chase.
Yes, definitely. The team really played well. So we didn't do much. Like, as a captain, I didn't do much. I didn't plan anything. So the guys did the work.
And Asif just told you have instructed them when you go up front, make use of the power play and maximize the score. That's the way the T20 cricket has started getting rebranded.
Yes, exactly. That's what I have done today. So Asif, we just promoted him as an opener today, though, so he did really well. He just done the job for us.
That means a good headache for you. You have an additional opening option apart from your regular openers.
Yeah. Among in our playing squad, all of them, I would say they're really good all-rounders. we have a bunch of all-rounders. Like on a given time, they are the match winners actually. Yes.
Anyway, that's good news for you, and that's the news from the center. Daman Insurance beating Howden by 5 wickets with 27 balls to spare. We have the next game coming up between Sukoon and Orient. That's the last game of the triple header on a Super Sunday here at the Al Malik grounds in Ajman. Stay tuned for the toss.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families, after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Journey begin. Who win this year's championship? Come feel the heat of this dream. Witness the strength and confidence of those who face these challenges. Cause in the end, we all win. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League. Let's hit the bat, whoa, whoa. Fielders are running to catch it. Is a 6 or will it be a 4? We scream, we roar, oh my god, the tension soar. The pressure, the skill on display is amazing, what can I say? Let the claps run in millions, as if cricket is our religion. Let's go. If you wanna be the best, play with courage and confidence. Level up your game to be prominent. Don't forget it's your time to shine. Play tough but remember to be kind. Let's see who tops at the finish line. Insurance Premier League.